And both sides on the floor getting ready for the game ahead. And it's almost that time. Greetings, everyone. You've got it live on Tuesday night coverage of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Tim Legler and Greg Anthony. And our reporter on the sideline tonight, Allie LaForce. And our early season power rankings, of course, a lot should change over the course of the year, but this is where we stand now. Take a look at the Rockets. They couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
And you know, for the Heat, they're just hanging on to that top 5 spot, but they're going to need to be careful. If they don't improve, I think this slide could continue.
And you know, with MP, he doesn't hide the fact that he's out to inflict maximum damage at the offensive end of the floor.
And that should have every other team in the league on high alert. When MP says something like that, they're not empty words. One thing, though, he better be ready for a lot of defensive attention. Stopping MP is going to be the priority for every defense they face.
So here's Miami's starting group. They've got Traoré. Dunn is out there with Bam Adebayo. Then it's MP. And it's Bono in at the 5, roaming the paint. Last year, ending with a title for MP. GA, that was his 4th championship.
And Kevin, he's got that competitive fire. MP told us before tonight he's approaching this year like he hasn't ever won.
And let's check in with him. And she's got the latest for us on MP.
Guys, we know MP is a gifted scorer, but tonight he wants to take it to another level. He told me, I'm trying to set an aggressive tone out there for the team. I am going to attack every single chance I get. A one-man scoring machine, but it's all for the team.
Hey, thanks. Sounds like MP is planning to have a big night. So, Greg, when you're in the first game of a back-to-back, how much focus slips into already looking towards the second game?
Well, from a player's perspective, not much. But from the view of a coach, it has to creep in some in terms of making sure you don't overplay your stars.
Now, Wagner, following the three-point attempt by MP. No one near Banchero as he lets it go. And the first shot of the night for him missing. Back to MP. This one for 3. Good on the three-point shot. MP's got 7 points in the game. You know, you look at MP, Greg, 3 consecutive Most Valuable Player awards, something that's only been done before by 2 others.
And those would be Bill Russell and Larry Bird. Pantheon-level achievement unlocked by MP. He is on a collision course with greatness.
Count that bucket.
And he's going to be a consistent scorer when he can get those shots to fall. Defense has to do a better job against Banchero inside.
Now, here's MP. And they double up MP. Beyond the arc. And the Heat, another 3.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Banchero looking around. It's tipped. Inside. 1:44 left in the first. Suggs finds Banchero. And there it is for him.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And now they are just going to keep riding that momentum with the hot hand.
And so Eric Spoelstra will call a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. So both teams making some changes here. These teams were last season's best passers. The squads with the most assists in the NBA. The Heat 3rd.
Well, you think back to what they did a year ago, sharing the ball and keeping everybody involved. That was one of their trademarks.
MP, no good.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Well, at 6'10", GA, Franz Wagner provides great versatility to this offense.
Yeah, and he's a solid decision maker, capable of running the show. He's a gifted scorer and playmaker. Plus, he provides matchup problems with that size.
Well, there's not much to debate. MP has proven to be, Greg, one of the top players in this league.
No doubt. MP has put himself in that elite company after earning his 4th All-NBA first-team selection last season. And you know he'll be looking to earn that honor again this year. Frankly, I'd be surprised if he doesn't.
Well, just keep feeding him. He has been lights out.
Over to the left wing. Pass to Iguodaro. There's 31 seconds left to play here in the first. 6 on the shot clock. And the foul called on MP. Edwards against Adebayo. Richardson kicks to Wagner. Drains it from beyond the arc. Wagner's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
They've got Richardson. Adams is out there with Edwards. Then it's Franz Wagner, and it's Suggs in at the 1 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Kings put together a nice one. He had 22 points, and he was very efficient from the field. He had his fingerprints all over that game, affecting the outcome in a number of ways, guys.
Hey, Allie, thanks for the great report. Greg, we'll see if he can keep growing here tonight.
Yeah, and that's the rub. When he's in rhythm, he can carry your team across the line.
Well, I expect they'll go to him early here, hoping for a repeat performance.
And the defending finals most valuable player was none other than MP. That's the 4th time, Greg, he's earned that Bill Russell trophy.
And he's always been about the team success. He'll tell you the best part of all those finals MVP trophies, they came along with the one name after Larry O'Brien.
Here's MP. After the basket by Franz Wagner. Good on the shot. MP's got 16.
And a big reason they have this lead is the way he's shooting the ball.
And here is Suggs. And with that, the Heat lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Adams.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Now, here's MP. Bangs home the trifecta.
Stretching out the floor so big in this league. MP right there, providing some spacing.
Adams with the screen on Hero. Stolen by Hero. Left side, Adebayo. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Scoring his 3rd straight basket in 3 tries. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Heat.
They're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
And then there's the points off turnovers. They've really made the other team pay when they've lacked ball security.
And here's Edwards from the arc. Hands it from downtown. Edwards got his 3rd basket of the night.
And we're playing about as much defense as they did there. Not nearly enough.
MP passes to Adebayo. Back to MP. And again, Miami with the triple. And MP might as well be known as MVP at this point, right, Greg? He won his 4th most valuable player award last season.
And number 4 for MP puts him even with LeBron James and Wilt Chamberlain. That's the level that MP is starting to break into with his play. Simply incredible what MP has been able to accomplish.
Orlando shooting their first free throws of the evening.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
And he knocks down the first one. And the Magic making a change here. Banchero's checked in. Then for the Heat, Bona's checked in. And it's done in for Tyler Hero. Back to MP. A fader. Franz Wagner grabs the miss.
And you see the frustration on his face. He had a great opportunity there, and he blew it.
Adams with the screen on Adebayo. And so we conclude the first half. Heat lead by 7. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
Thanks for joining us. Through the first half, there is still some work to do for the Orlando Magic.
They're within striking distance. They've done a few good things out there, but rebounding is not one of them, Shaq.
Probably the difference in the game, which I'm sure Coach is reminding them of. All right, fellas, time now to take a look at these early season standings in the East.
You take a look at Orlando. They've played below average basketball coming up against. They were hoping for more. They were talking a good game in the preseason, but they have not backed it up. Like you never back anything up, Ernie.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Well, and I expect they're going to continue to lean on him as we continue in this game. Why not? The way he's playing right now offensively.
Greg, you think about the value of those sage veterans on a team, guys that have been around the block, played a lot of years. Why are they so... important?
Well, a lot of times they'll echo the message of the head coach. And I tell you what, it's also, as a coach, you love having those veteran players because you can trust what they're going to do on the floor. That consistency is really important, not just for the coaches, but the teammates.
And 5 years now in the league for MP. Greg, scary to think that his prime years are still ahead of him. They're coming up.
Kevin, it's hard to imagine that his best basketball is ahead of him. But when you think about the most dominant primes we've seen from a player, the way he can control the game, the drive he has as a player, it's all there for him to take.
Here's who Eric Spoelstra is starting the second half. MP out there with Traore. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then there's Dunn. And it's Bono in at the 5 spot. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Kevin. Well, a bit of youth movement for the Miami Heat. Their rising star guard, Tyler Hero, said, "We've got a bunch of young guys who can come in and put in the work, and that's what I'm all about." This is an organization that values that, and it's important that we all have the same vision as the young guys start to grow up. Back over to you guys.
Okay, Allie, thanks. Here's MP after the Magic pick up 2, and it's in there. Bono's got 4 points in the quarter.
They're doing work here in the second half, 3 or 4 to start.
And you watch Paolo Banchero. GA, offensively, he is a load to deal with.
Yeah, I mean, he can cross you up, hit you with the spin move, score over either shoulder. This young man is a force.
And here's the fast break. Richardson leading the way.
And that's how you do it, guys. Ball pressure and then get some runouts.
The Heat leading by 4. Suggs with the steal. Kicks it out to Richardson. Pass to Suggs. And here's Richardson. Let's go. Richardson missing again.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
That's the thing about MP. He can absorb contact, but still find a way to complete the play.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Iguodaro, no good.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
And that's really just not heads-up basketball. Don't try a fadeaway when nobody's guarding you.
And with that, the Heat lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Richardson. Miami's gone 6 of 7 from long range tonight. They've been on fire from way outside. Here's MP. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. MP's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And the defense just has no answers for him right now. With each made basket, the more his confidence continues to grow.
Adebayo against Banchero. Wagner wide open. From outside, off the mark. And so, MP will bring it up for the Heat. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Shot clock at 6. MP finishes inside.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic. And Miami making a change here. These are the players who had the most success from deep last season. The Magic trail by 7. Adams is out there with Edwards. Then there's Suggs. Then there's Wagner. That's who's out there for Orlando. Suggs finds Adams, and he banks in the layup. Adams has got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Magic.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Well, I'm surprised because he's a guy you have to key on for something like that. You can't let him get one that easy.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. And that one is good from Suggs.
Oh, terrific move offensively from Suggs. He is locked in on that shot and finishes.
Heat leading by 4. MP passes to Adebayo. Here's Hachimura. Adams, some nice D.
Well, they did a great job putting a body on him, and they didn't allow him to convert.
And it's Wagner missing. And for the Heat, their shooting has been just uncontainable. 72%.
Well, that is just real miscommunication there, sending it out of bounds.
Smith checked in for Orlando. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Edwards with it, and Hachimura picks him up defensively. Edwards against Adebayo. Outside, Suggs. The Magic again can't hit. Here's MP driving the lane, and that one good. MP's got 13 points in the second half. The Magic trail by 6 to the inside. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Now, here's MP. Cleared away by Wagner. Finishes inside on the nice dish.
Great intensity here down the stretch. He's not one to shrink in the moment.
And that is great leadership. He certainly has that clutch gene that every team needs.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. So for the Magic, Iguodaro's checked in, and Banchero's subbed in for Edwards. And then for Miami, Bona's checked in, and it's done in for Andrew Wiggins.
Well, he hit 4 threes in the first, and now he's drained 2 more here in the second quarter. Absolutely on fire from deep.
Now here's Richardson. Misses the 3.
Yeah, I think he forced that a little bit there.
Oh, MP slamming it down.
Just stunning the defense and the crowd, for that matter. How artistic was that dunk by MP?
Oh, that's an outstanding view from the AT&T Connected Cam. Here's Wagner. Cleared away by Adebayo. Now MP releases from 15. It's off target. Banchero. And he misses the J. Miami leading by 7. Here's MP. Beyond the arc. Bring it up for MP. A 3.
What an impressive performance by MP. He's consistently finding ways to break down this defense.
MP against Richardson. And the foul called on MP. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
1:16 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Banchero. Now Suggs. Clock at 4. No good. And a chance to end the run right there.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Heat.
It was like watching a three-point shooting contest tonight here.
And they just didn't seem to let up, whether the last several shots went down or not. 3 after 3, it just seemed to pay off for them.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for MP.
Well, offensively, he was about as locked in as you can be, and his team continued to find him.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, any thought of losing this game has been put to bed.
Substitution on the court.
And here are the Heat now. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. A three-pointer, good!
But the truth is, they've had control of this game.
Winning away from home takes nerve and great discipline. Kudos to them.
Now here's Edwards. Smith! Hero there for the rebound. MP. Yes, that goes in.
MP.
MP's got 48.
Assist from Tyler Hero.
And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that'll do it, folks. Along with Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you once again for
Ugh.